I'm just going to read I'm just going to read a little bit of this, just the forward. This book is the first in a series of volumes designed to supplement great books of the Western world. To be published annually, The Great Ideas Today seeks to focus the wisdom of the great books and the light of the great ideas on the problems of the day. Its aim is to illuminate, not merely to report the year's events and developments. As its title indicates, The Great Ideas Today brings the perennial into contact with the current in order to reveal the timeless and abiding elements which are always present in the contemporary and the transient. The great books were once called the classics. As the pages to follow all will amplify demonstrate that is the misnomer for classics in its usual connotation refers to dead languages and dead books, the cultural achievements of antiquity, chiefly of archaeological interest, while the great books do represent the outstanding literary achievements of our Western civilization of the last 25 centuries. They are as live today as they were when they were written. It's true that it's a true mark of their greatness, the ideals that they deal with, and that is why they were great ideas. Oh. Constitute the intellectual implements which thinking men in every century must employ in order to understand the changing world in which they live. It is precisely because they are timeless in this way that the great books and the great ideas are always so timely, always so relevant to the present. Usually I like to read like to myself. So like I've never been a great speaker. Even I know that. I was like, yeah, I mean, I can go on rambles when I'm doing my Skyrim or Fallout videos, but I really do not like to talk, like, unless it's like absolutely necessary. The reader of this volume will discover for himself that Thucydides did not write just about the Peloponnesian War, but about war and peace in general, and Machiavelli's advice to a Florentine prince applies with equal validity to a Central American dictator, that John Stuart Mill's observations about politically immature peoples and about the government of dependencies illuminate the current debate about the new nations in Africa, that the Federalist Papers, written by Hamilton, Madison, and Jay at the time of the government of the United States was established, provide a significant contemporary on the American presidential election in 1960. In each case, the reader who might otherwise be attentive solely to the novelty and current problems or events will perceive the permanent features of the political scene, both in domestic and foreign affairs, and in doing so, will be able to better understand the new developments in the world today. Which this stuff can and will apply to everything going on now in 2024, 2025, and going forward. We are often bewildered by contemporary happenings because on the surface they appear to be such chaotic mixtures of chance, human caprice, and grim necessity, but a deeper look at them changes the picture and makes it more intelligible. The political and social problems, and this is just a forward for this book, by the way, of the day become less puzzling when they are seen in the large perspectives provided by the accumulated experience and wisdom in the great books. But we must also make the effort to apply it to our current concerns. We must ask Plato, Aristotle, Aquinas, Hobbes, Montesquieu, Locke, and Mill for their editorial comments on the front page stories of the year. That is exactly what the Great Ideas Today has attempted to do. The reader will learn how and will find out how rich and various are the answers which the great authors give as he examines in parts 1 and 2 of this book the many passages from their writings which are either quoted or referred to because of their striking relevance to the contemporary scene. It's true that current events in the world affairs are also true of current developments in the arts and sciences. Here, too, the great books shed light. The latest scientific discoveries lose some of their mystery when they are seen as part of the continuous scientific tradition. New departures in philosophy and theology become more intelligible when they are related to the traditional discussion of great ideas. And similarly, contemporary achievements in the field of imaginative literature take on their true proportions when they are measured against the great works of poetry and fiction that provide the standards for all times. Part 3 of the Great Ideas Today consists of 5 essays about current developments in the arts and sciences, in the physical sciences and technology, in biological sciences and medicine, and in the social sciences and law. In philosophy and theology, and in imaginative literature. These essays aim not only to help the reader of the great books become cognizant of recent advancements in major fields of inquiry and creative thought, but also to deepen his understanding and appreciation of them by setting them against the background of the great books and great ideas. He will find in each of the major fields covered guidance for further study in the form of recommended readings that select the most significant of recent works published and refer to him the passages in the great books and the Synopticon. The publication of the annual supplement of the great books of the Western world provides an opportunity to make additions to the works included in that set. Part 4 of the present volume contains such additions. Three significant 20th century contributions in the forms of essays of Einstein, Dewey, and Toynbee, and one of Moliere's most enjoyable comedies. In subsequent years, we have followed the same principle in supplementing the great books set by adding it to other works of permanent worth and interest. We hope this volume succeeds in extending the living world of the great books and ideas. If it does, then this volume and those to follow will deserve to stand beside great books of the Western world on the library's shelf. Stuff like this is important. And like I said in the other video, if you can find at least a copy of this, if not the other ones, and it's not redacted or heavily edited, try to find this book and read it and try to see if you can apply it to today's standards. And I would love if, I know he probably won't see this, but I'd love to get Razorfist to do a review of this.